Start back.
That's good. Excellent. Hello, everybody. How you doing this morning? Well, we're back with another episode. Like I said, moving for better balance. We're going to be working on some fall prevention techniques and balance movements. So, like I said last time, make sure you have a chair. Or it doesn't have to be a chair. It could be anything that you can lean against for stability. So make sure you have that easy accessible to you. And then when we get into our resistance training, make sure you have a set of dumbbells. It's got a small pair here. And remember, always listen to your body. If you get the sharp pains, stop immediately. We don't want those sharp pains. If it aches a little bit while you're moving, that's okay. That's just because you're moving around. You may haven't moved that arm or leg or whatever part of the body, move it that way in a while. Like if we're going up, or bicep curls or squats or calf raises, just may be that you haven't used those muscles in a while. So let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to get warmed up. So we're going to have our arms out in front, small circles forward, just get nice and loose. And then small circles backwards. Now big circles forward, big nice circles. And what we're also going to do, we're going to do some of the 24 today. So it's not just going to be the 8. Now big circles backwards, nice and easy. Getting loose. Okay. Now we're just going to walk in place. Just get loose, like I said, warming up that body, just like a car. Just walking in place. Now we're going to take a couple steps to the right. Now back this way. Now back to the right. One more time to the left. Okay, now back where we started, just walking in place, warming up. Okay, now we're going to do our jumping jacks, hands and feet together. We're going to step out, hands come up, we're going to step out to your right, out, bring that leg back in, now back the other way, again. Nice and easy. Couple more times. Now back to the starting point. Good. Now we're just going to twist here at the hip, get that lower back loose a little bit. All I'm doing is swing the arms just around, just to get it loose, nice and easy, nothing real hard. Now we're just going to raise one hand up, palm down, just stretching a little bit more. And switch. One more time. All right, good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get on our right heel. We're going to lift it up, just up and down, nice and easy, getting it loose. Good. Now the other one. Now we're going to lift the other one up, heel, up and down. Now the toe, just like I said, get nice and loose, just lifting the toe up and down. So we'll work the ankles and then we'll move up to the knees and then the hips. Now the other one. So now the toe up and down. Now we're going to go back to the right toe. We're going to get up on the toe. We're going to rotate the ankle to the outside. Now these stretches I do, these warm-ups are like my core. I do them all the time. I like them because it helps with your balance, because in order to have good balance, you want good hips and ankles. So we always do these to get them loose and stretch them out. Now, on the toe to the outside, nice and easy. So I hope everybody had a good Valentine's Day. Spent a nice relaxing day at home or out and about. So now this one, we're going to bring this one back. We're going to go back to the right, and we're going to come back to the inside. Good. I like doing these because we turn our toe out and in, just to get them nice and loose, like I keep saying about warming them up. That way you don't hurt, pull or hurt anything at all. Okay, now this one, on the toe, rotate it to the inside. Good. All right, now we're going to have our feet together. We're going to rock our knees forward and back and forth. Okay. Now we're going to rotate the knees to the right. Good. Now the other way, nice and easy. Now we're going to come up nice and slow, nice and easy, because you were bending over a little bit. You don't want to come up too fast to get that blood, the change. Because if you do, you might get a little dizzy. So take your time as you come up. Okay. Now we're going to work on our hips some. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move the chair over so I'm stepping back. It's out of my way. So with the right foot, we're going to step forward, heel toe. Now we're going to step to the side, planting that toe, stepping behind us, toe, heel. We're going to do it again. Step to the side, forward, one time to the side again, back. Now we're going to come around, toe, heel. Now we're going to do a lunge. Remember, get on the back toe and have a little bit of a wide stance, not too much, about shoulder width. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit, and then we're just going to drop our rear down, bend both knees, keeping our back straight because we don't want to come forward like this as we do. We don't want this knee to go over our toe. So we're going to come here, and if you want to come down just a little bit, that's fine. We just want that good form, back straight, chest out, and we're going to go down again. We're going to go 1. See, I'm not even going down that far. And then we're going to go 2. Like I said, what we're focusing on is a straight back. 3, 4, one more, and 5. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing we just did on our right side, on our left side. So we're going to step forward with the left, heel toe, step into the side, plant the toe, stepping back, toe, heel, stepping to the side, heel, toe, forward, heel, toe, stepping to the side, the toe, stepping behind us, toe, heel. Now we're going to come back around one more time, here, and here. Now, I'm going to scoot back just a little bit again. We're going to get back on that back toe, and we're going to do the same thing like we just did on this leg. So now we're going to go down, we're going to bend, and 1. Remember, straight back. Don't do like this as you come down. Okay. So if you want to come down just a little bit, great. That's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our legs shoulder width apart, toes forward. And remember, if you need to, you can have the chair here. We're just going to warm up our legs a little bit more. Okay, so if you need to have the chair there, that's fine. But on this one, keep your back straight again. We're going to do a couple of squats and just go down as far as you can comfortably, keeping your back straight. So legs about shoulder width apart. You want your toes forward. We don't want them out like this on this one. We want toes forward. So you can have your hands here if you like, or you can have them on your side. So all we're going to do, we're going to bend down, I keep them forward. 1, straight back, don't lean forward. 2, 3, forward. Remember, if you want to go down just a little bit, that's fine. As you come down and you come up, remember, push down with your heels like you're going to push through the ground. We'll do one more. Ready? And 5. I know I miscounted, but that's me. You guys know I am with my counts. Okay, good. So now we should be warmed up pretty good. Remember, if you're not, you can do some more warm-up exercises to make sure you're good and ready. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start with our balance techniques. And so we are going to have a chair. We're going to put it beside us. Okay? And we'll start with our right leg. So if we start with the right leg, we usually have the chair on the left side, so we can use the chair. And that way we can hold the chair with the left hand. So the one we're going to do today, I'll turn sideways so you can see. We're just going to pick up that right knee. Okay? I'll turn back the other way. Pick up the right knee. You can hold the chair if you need to, or you can just have your hand right next to it. Okay? Or you can even have the toe down. There's a couple different methods to do this, and they all work. Or, once you get comfortable, you can just have the chair right next to you, not holding anything, and the toe down. So what we're going to do, we're going to look forward, and then we're looking straight ahead. Now we're going to look off to our right shoulder, okay? And as you can tell, I reach out for it sometimes. So if you need to, go ahead. That's why I'm doing it. Now we're going to look up to the ceiling, as we're still looking to the right, looking down to the ground. Now we're going to move our head back to the center, neutral position, back to the center where we started, and all the way across our body. We're going to do the same thing again. We're going to look up to the ceiling, looking down to the ground, head back in neutral, and back to the starting position. Woo. And I haven't done that one in a long time. And you don't want to go really fast. You want to take a nice, slow, steady pace as you're doing it. That way you can really work on that balance. And the leg that's on the ground, you want to spread your toes out, have a slight bend in the knee. Okay? So we're going to do that one more time. So now we're going to have the knee up, looking forward. Now look off to your right shoulder, up to the ground, up to the ceiling, down to the ground, back your head to the neutral, back to the starting position, all the way across your shoulder to the other shoulder. Now look up to the ceiling, down to the ground, head back in the neutral position, and back to starting. Now shake that one out a little bit on the left, because that one is a little longer, and you can definitely feel that on that left leg. Good. Now, we're going to have that right foot out, right hand is out. Now we're going to reach down as if we're going to pick something up from the ground. Hand comes down. Woo, lost that balance. That's why we have the chair. Now we're going to bring that hand up and forward and relax. Okay? Now I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to turn sideways. That way you can see what I'm doing exactly. And we're going to do that again. Right foot out. Right hand is out. Hand comes down. Leg goes back. Leg comes forward. And relax. Good. Now we're going to come back. I'm going to turn back around. I just wanted to do it that way, so that way you can see exactly what I am doing. Okay? Now the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to have the right knee up. Right hand is above your head. And on this one, I do definitely want you to have the chair there, or be leaning or turn sideways against the wall or coffee table, whatever you have. Okay? So we're going to have that right knee up, right hand is up, and we're going to close our eyes and we're going to hold it. And let's begin. So, there you go. 1,000, 1,000. Woo. And then relax. Okay? So this one, that one in particular works to see what type of sensory do you most rely on for balance. A lot of us use hearing, sight, and touch. And those are the three main ones that we use. And if you have a lot of trouble with that one, that means you use your sight for balance quite a bit. Okay, so one more time. This time we're going to hold a little bit longer. So right knee up, right hand up, and close your eyes. And relax. Whew, that one gets harder. Every time I haven't practiced that one in a while. Okay, so now what we just did on this side, we're going to do on the other side. So let's go ahead and move that chair over. Okay, so now, first what we did, we had the left knee up. Now, looking forward, looking straight ahead. Okay, now we'll begin by looking off to the left, looking up to the ceiling, looking down to the ground, and then head back in the neutral position and all the way across your body. Now look up to the ceiling, down to the ground, head back to the neutral position and to the start, and relax. Good. Good, good. So just remember, if you have any questions on these, you can always shoot me a message, and I can see the screen. So, again, I just want to tell everybody hi, whoever's out there. Thanks for joining the class, and we're going to be doing this on 9 o'clock every Tuesday for a little bit until we can start getting everybody back to the gym. And if the weather clears up, we will start going back outside and start having our classes like we normally did in the past. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the warmer weather so we can get outside and get moving around a little bit more. Okay, so we only did one. Now let's go back and do number 2. So left knee up, looking forward. Now we're gonna turn our head to the left, look up to the ceiling, down to the ground, nice and easy. Now head back to the neutral position, starting. Move your head all the way across to the other shoulder, look it up, and down, head back to the neutral, and all the way across to the starting. Good. Good, good. Okay, now shake it out if you have to, because I know that one always takes a little out of me. Puts a lot of pressure on that leg. That leg gets a little tired. Okay. Now, so we're gonna go to our next one. Left leg out, left hand out, and we're gonna reach down as if we're picking something up from the ground. Hand comes down, leg comes back. As you can tell, I'm holding the chair just for stability. And up. I keep doing that so you can emphasize about being safe as you do this. I'm going to turn to the side so I can show you once again. Okay, so leg out, hand is out, as you're picking something up from the ground. Leg goes back, hand comes down, leg comes forward, nice and easy, and relax. Good. Now we will turn the other way so we can do our last one, which is one of my favorite ones. Okay, so from here, we're going to lift up the left knee, left hand goes above our head. We're going to hold that, and we're going to close our eyes, and we're going to hold it just like this. And like I said, have that chair close to you. You can hold it. You can do it by touching the chair for balance, having the toe on the ground, or once you get more comfortable, just having your hand right next to the chair without touching anything. So now we're here. Remember, bend that right knee, close your eyes, and begin. And relax. Whew. Those are getting a little bit hard. I gotta start working on those some more. That's why we always keep working. Never stop. Always move forward. Never look back. So once again, let's do it again. One more time. Left knee up, left hand above your head, and let's close your eyes and begin. 2, 1,000. 5. And relax. So, wow. Like I said, I can't believe how long it's been since I've done that one in particular. I'm all over the place, I can tell, but that's a good thing because it just makes me realize that I also need to keep working. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start working on some of our fall prevention techniques. Okay. And the first one we're going to do, we're going to move side to side. We're going to shuffle our feet, and then on 4, we're going to step, step, drop our hips a little bit, hands come up, okay? So the way it looks I'm going to turn sideways when we drop our hips. When we step, step, we drop our hips just a little bit, hands come up, just like this, okay? See, the reason we do that is so that we could try to regain our balance, and the reason we bring our hands up is because a couple reasons. We want to protect our face if we do happen to slip and fall, and we want to get in the habit of not reaching out really far, because when you're reaching out like this is when bad things tend to happen. You break a wrist, break an arm, because when you fall, it bends and it gets torqued, and then fortunately there's some type of fracture a lot of times. This way, if you just keep them here and you are falling, you may be able to catch yourself, but if we drop our hips a little bit, get our feet underneath us, that is a lot easier and a lot safer to regain your balance. And then if you are going to sustain some type of blow to your head, you want to protect it. You want to protect your face, because this is a lot more meatier than here. And so that's why we work on those techniques just like that. Okay, so now we're going to move. We're going to start with the first one. We're going to go to the right. So on 4, what we're going to do, we're going to rock to the right. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then on 4, step, step, hips come down, hands come up. Now we did that to the right. Now we're going to do it to the left. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step, hips come down, hands come up. Good. One more time this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step, hips come down, hands come up. And you hear me hit my feet because you want to get those feet moving, so that way if you are slipping a little bit, shuffle those feet, get those feet underneath you, okay? So one more time, we're going to come here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step, hips come down, hands come up. Good. One more time over here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step, hips come down, hands come up. All right. Now we're going to go back this way. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step, hips come down, hands come up. Good. Now we're going to go back, and this time we're going to move to the right, and as we move, we're going to step with the right, step back with the left. So what we're going to do when we step, and then we'll step back on 4. Okay? Notice when I'm stepping back, foot's flat on the ground. We're not leaning forward hip like this. We don't have our weight coming forward. So, because what we're doing, we're stepping back, feet flat, bend those hips, raise those hands. Okay? So we're going to, when we move to the right, we step with the right, and we step back with the left. Vice versa, when we move to the left, we step to the left, step back to the right. Okay? And as I shared before, I know this one works. I've actually had to use this one in the shower once before. And I was like, oh, it works. And it kept me from falling, or slipping through and hitting the glass. So we're going to move to my right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step back. As I'm stepping back, I'm just doing it a little slower to show you. Hips come down, so I have my hands on my hips. Hands come up, okay? But what we don't want, when you step back, we don't want you here like this. You see how wobbly I am? So basically, when you step to the side, you just bring that foot back at a comfortable step back, while shoulder width apart, and then drop those hips, hands come up. Now we're going to do the same thing, going back to the left. Okay, so we're going to rock to the side. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and step back, hips come down. See, that time I stepped too far back. Okay, so you step, make sure it's flat, hips come down, hands come up. Good. Now let's do it again one more time to the right. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, step and step back. Hips come down again, showing the hips, hands come up. Okay. Now one more time to the left. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, step and step back. Okay, so that time I did all at the same time to show you. All right, good. Now, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring the chair up because we're gonna rock forward. Okay, so here, hands are here. Now I'm gonna turn sideways just for a second to show you. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start by swinging our hands, and as they come up, see I'm raising my toes. We're gonna come back down, up, let them swing, and then on 4, we're gonna step forward and do the same thing. Hips come down, hands come up. So on this one, be careful with the step. Don't overstep so that heel's not off the ground. Okay, so you just want to take a nice, easy step, just like that. Okay. So if we're working the right leg and you need the chair, you want to have the chair on your left side, and vice versa. If you're working the left, you want it on the right. So that way, when you're swinging, if you have to, you can swing with your right hand and step forward with your right leg, and keep that hand by the left, your left hand by the chair. So what we're gonna do, hands come forward all the way up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. See, hips came down, hands came up. Good. One more time, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. One more time with that leg, with the right. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Now we're gonna move the chair to the other side, and we're gonna do the same thing with the left leg. And so if we're stepping forward with the left, hold on with the right. If you need to, you don't have to. Okay. So we're gonna go 1, 2, get on those toes, 3, and 4. Good. And again, ready? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. One more time. So we're gonna go 1, get on those toes, 2, all the way up, 3, and 4. Good. Now we're gonna do the other one. We're gonna do it backwards, as if we're falling backwards. So on this one, I definitely want you to have that chair close to you. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to turn sideways what we're doing. So I'll show you with the left leg. So therefore, you need to have the chair on the right side. So what we're going to do is we're going to rock back. We're going to pick up our toes. Okay? Rock back, pick up our toes. And as we pick up our toes, our hands come forward. We want to shift that weight back to our heels. And then on 4, what we're going to do, we're going to step back. Okay? And again, hips come down, hands come up. So we're going to go 1, get those toes up, 2, 3, and 4. I like to hold that for a second so you get that motion of falling. Good. So now we're going to do that again. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's what we want, how the hips come down, hands come up. Okay? So now let's turn it the other way. And we're going to do that on this side. Okay, so remember, if you're working the right leg, have the chair or something, or you can even do it with the wall. So if you want the wall, you can keep your hand here like this, and then you just rock back, go 1. I'm gonna move the chair so you can see my feet. Okay, so I'm using the wall here. So all I'm doing is touching it, or I like having my forearm if I'm using the wall, because then I can kind of lean into it if I need to for balance. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and again. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Get those toes up, and 4. Good. All right. So those are our fall prevention techniques, and keep practicing those. They help. You know, they really work. Like I said, I've had to use the step back before, kept me from falling in my shower, which wouldn't have been a good thing. And so I personally know that they do work, and so that's why I can't emphasize those, as much, I just can't the importance of them. So make sure you're always practicing those. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the strength resistance part. Okay, so grab a pair of dumbbells. Just a minute, I gotta step over here, get me something to drink. Okay, so I'm back. As all you guys who know me, you guys know I like Superman. So. Okay, so we're gonna grab the dumbbells. Okay, and this time we're gonna start sitting. We're gonna start in the chair. I'm pushing the chair all the way against the wall so that way we can have it behind us when we try to get up. Okay, so you can do this without the weights or with the weights. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, on this one, we're gonna keep them here, and if you want, you can use them with the weights. So what we're doing, again, we're gonna have our feet out in front of us, feet flat, and we're just gonna practice getting up, okay? And I only want us to come up about halfway, because I want us to really engage those legs and those glutes, okay? So what we're gonna do, if you want the weights, I'm gonna start off with one. You can have it here like this, and or you can have both. And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna keep our feet flat. You can get them comfortable, and this is all you're gonna do. You're gonna come up, you're gonna go 1, and then down. 2, 3, only halfway. I want you to put pressure on those thighs. 4, just for now, and 5. Good. So, all right. I just wanted to engage those a little bit. So now we're gonna come all the way up, and then we're gonna sit back down. So like I said, if you have 2 light weights, you can hold them like this and do it, okay? Or you can just use one, and the way I'm gripping it, I'm holding it here, and I'm just holding it here just like this, okay? So this time, we're gonna go ahead and come all the way up, and we're gonna sit back down, okay? So bigger step this time, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna come all the way up, we're gonna go 1, and the reason I want you to have the chair behind you so that we don't have to worry about it, remember, if we have a chair behind us and there's nothing to keep it from moving, our technique about making sure it's there, feel it on the back of your legs and then look and look. But if you have it against the wall, you don't have to worry about that on this exercise, okay? It's just a habit, so I want to make sure it's there. So we're gonna come down, up, 2, 3. Remember, feet are flat, push down with the heels. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, and 8. We'll stop at 8 with those, good. Okay, so remember, on this exercise, you can use a heavier weight, but on this next exercise, I want you to have a very light weight, okay? And I'll show you without the weights, okay? So what I want us to do is if you have the dumbbells, since you're standing up, I want you to have them palms forward, and then come all the way up, or you can do them without weights. There's 1, 2. Remember on this one, light weights. 3, because this one's going above your head, it makes it heavier. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax, okay? So that's exercise number 2. Now exercise number 3, I always like us to work on arm curls. So we're going to grab the weights again. Now on this one, if you have ones that are a little heavier, that's great, okay? If not, you can use the same ones. Okay, so we're gonna have the palms up, elbows to the side, keep them close here like this, and then up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, 7 all the way up, all the way down to right before they lock, because what we don't want you to lock that elbow all the way. So you go all the way up, and then down to, so like for me, this is about right before it locks. That's where you want to go, okay? So I lost count, so we'll say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, woo, and 10. Good. Now we'll go back to our first exercise. Okay, so we'll sit back down in the chair, nice and easy. Okay, and hands and feet in front. Hold the weight just like this. And remember, as we get up, we push down with our heels to the ground, like as if you're going to push through the floor with your heels. Okay? And if you don't even come halfway up, that's fine because you're still engaged in those muscles. Okay? So here, we're going to come all the way up. 1, and down as you sit down, keeping your back straight, sucking your belly button, nice, tall, and straight, working that core also. So there's 2. So now I'm going to set this to the side because if you don't have any weights, that's fine also. So all you can do is just hold your hands here, and there's 3, 4, 5, taking your time. And as you can tell, when I'm going down, I'm not hitting the chair really hard and flopping back. Keep that core tight, okay? And staying stable. 6, 7, and always look straight. Don't look down as you're coming up because that gives you bad form, makes you push your rear out. So if you just look forward, it helps keep your back straight. 7, 1 more, and 8. Okay, good. So now we're going to go back to the ones above our head. Like I said, grab lighter weights on this one because I know when we're in class, I always tell you guys grab 2 sets of weights, one light and one heavier. Okay, so for the lighter ones, for this one, we want the lighter ones. Okay, so, and I'll grab a pair here. Sorry about that. I was looking for ones that are a little bit lighter. I thought I had seen some that were lighter the other day. So from here, elbows up, and me palms forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just notice I keep my palms forward. 5, 6. Keep the arms straight, and then they come forward in front of you. 9, woo, and 10. Now I'm going to put these down because now I'm going to go to the heavy ones. Okay. Now we're going to hit our arm curls, just like what we've been doing. So here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way up, all the way down, and 10. Good. So we're done with the resistance part. So we're gonna put the weights away so we can start working on some of our form. Okay. Just gonna slide these over here. That way we have more room. And you can have the chair next to you if you need to, but I'm just going to move it off to the side. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to work on walking the Tai Chi, walking forward. I'm going to work on both because we're going to get into the 24 just a little bit today. Okay, so on the 8 form, the movement for better balance, we're going to start as if we're on the clock, like I always say, sitting on the clock, moving forward. Here's 12. So we're going to step out, right foot on the 1, slight bend in the knee. Back foot, well, there's a little bit more bend in the front, and then the back one is almost locked out. Actually, this is called a front stance, okay? So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna rock back, turn that right toe forward. We're gonna step in with the left foot here. This is called a T-step. Now we're gonna step out to the left, and we're gonna step out on the 11. Okay, so we're gonna go heel, toe. Okay, this is for the 8. This is for movement for better balance. Now we're going to rock back, turn that left toe forward, step it in with the right. Now this is a T-step. We're going to step out to the right, heel, toe. Good. Now we're going to do it again. We're going to rock back, turn that right toe forward, step it in with the left. Remember, T-step. Now we're going to step out to the left, heel toe. Good. Now I'm going to step back. This time we're going to incorporate our hands. As we step up for a T-step, we hold the ball like we're acting like we're holding the ball. Okay? And the reason you see me doing this with my elbows is because when we're holding that ball, we don't want to be out here. We want to be nice and relaxed, holding the ball just like this. Okay? And relax those arms, relax those shoulders. Remember, Tai Chi is a soft form. You want to breathe in, breathe out. Relax. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about what you're going to do 30 minutes from now, 10 minutes from now. Just live in the moment, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just relaxing. Okay? So we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to incorporate those hands. Heel toe. Stepping forward, but we do go heel toe first when we step forward. Now we're going to rock back, turn that right toe forward, stepping in with the left foot. Remember, I told you about holding that ball. Now we're going to step out to the left, heel toe. Now we're going to do wild horse's mane. We're going to act like we're throwing a bag of seed. Left hand comes out because your left foot's out. Slight bend in the elbow. Palm is almost about shoulder height. Right hand is right hip. By the right hip, palm down. Now we're going to rock back, turn that left toe forward, stepping in with the left foot. Now here's that T-step again, holding the ball, left hand on top. Now we're going to step out to the right, and we're going to spread that seed to the right. Remember, in the 8 form, you do each move twice. So this would be the second time, same thing, called wild horse's mane. Slight bend in the elbow, palm is up. It's about shoulder height. Okay, and we're not out here like this. We're right over the knee. Left palm is down. And one more time, rock back. Turn that right toe forward. Stepping in with the left foot. Hold the ball. Spread that seed. One more time. Good. Okay, so that is movement number 2. Okay, and then we're going to do the Tai Chi walking forward one more time. Now we're going to go into movement number 3. So we're going to start again. Right toe forward on the 1, left foot back, flat on the ground. Okay, so we're gonna rock back, turn that left toe forward, right toe forward, stepping in with the T-step, holding that ball once again. Okay, and then this is going into single whip. We're gonna pinch the 2 middle fingers with the thumb, then the rest. Okay, as we do that, we're gonna turn that hand behind us. So keep turning so you can see. Turn it behind us just like this, okay? Or as much as you can comfortably. So if you only can do it like here, that's fine. Now we're in that T-step. So turn that hand out, step forward, heel toe, plant that leg on the 11 as if you're on that clock, turn that palm out. Good. Now we're gonna do that again. Rock back, turn that left toe forward, stepping in with that right foot, holding that ball. See, my elbows are nice and relaxed. Pinch the 2 middle fingers, then the thumb, then the rest. Stepping out to the right, heel toe, leg goes back, hand pops out. Palm forward, over the leg. This hand is here just like this. Then we're gonna rock back, turn that right toe forward, stepping in, hold the ball. Okay. Now from here, we're gonna go into movement number 4. Okay, called wave hands. So what we're going to do first, we're going to step to the side, straight to the side. Remember, planting that heel first, heel toe, hold the ball. This hand comes down, this one comes up. The bottom hand is about belly button height. Left hand is about where your heart's at, and they're like on a string. They move together, okay? And you watch the top hand, whatever the top hand is, that's the palm that's facing you. And you watch that as it goes across, okay? When your hands get here, you bring that, whoa, look at that, almost lost balance. You bring that other foot in, heel toe. I like to bring my leg up just to show you that I'm planting that heel first. Now this hand comes down, this one comes up, and they both move together. And every time my feet come together, I count it as 1. We do 3, or 3-ish, because sometimes I do 4. So now step to the side and across. Breathing in, breathing out. Now now that leg comes in, this one comes down, this one comes up. Now this one comes down, that's 2, comes up, stepping to the side. You hear me breathing in, breathing out, just relaxing, just getting into the mood of Tai Chi. So now my feet came together, that's 3. So now I just give it an extra one, I let it go, let it come down. And as you notice, my feet haven't moved. Now, that first one was a transitional phase. So now I'm stepping back, heel toe. This one comes down, this one comes up, and you're watching the inside of that hand. Good. Now this one comes down, this one comes up, and around. So that's 1. And across, stepping to the side. This one comes down, this one comes up, and they're moving at the same time. Remember, as if they're on a string. We're watching the inside of that top hand. That's 2. This one comes down, this one comes up. And one more time, we step. This one comes down, this one comes up. And like I said, I lose count. I think this is number 3. It could be 4. Then this hand comes in here, bring it, and hold the ball. Good. So that's the first 4 movements. Now we're going to put those together from the starting to that point. And then I am going to move on to the 24 since I haven't done that in a while. And I miss doing that form also. So I'm just going to give about 10 minutes for each. Okay? So when we always start, what I like to do is keep your hands and feet together. Hands come here. And hands come around. What you're doing is just breathing, clearing your mind. Hands come around. Breathing in, breathing out. And again. And out. Now we're about to go to the opening, so the first thing we do when we start, we step out to the left, heel toe. This is for all 3 forms that we do here, okay? So now what we do, we drop our knees a little bit, hands come down, we raise our hands up, we raise them up by leading by the back of the hands, and then we push them down. And then as they come down, we're going to just bring our left foot into our right, okay? Now we're going to step back out to the left, and we're acting like we're holding the ball, and we're rotating that ball. See how I bring those feet in? We're holding this ball, our hands are relaxed. Now we're stepping out to the side, rotating those hands. Still rotating the ball. And then from here, we're going to go to our first move. So we always start to the left. Wild horse's mane. So remember, we do each thing twice, each movement twice. So there's 1. So now we're going to rock back, turn that left toe forward, stepping in with the right foot, hold the ball with the left hand on top, spreading the seat to the right. Now we're going to rock back, turn that right toe forward, stepping in with the left foot. Okay. Now, single whip, pinch the 2 middle fingers and then the thumb. Turn it back, step out to the left, heel toe, turn that left palm out. And then we're going to rock back, turn that left toe forward, stepping in with the right foot, hold the ball. Pinch the 2 middle fingers, then the rest, turn behind you, stepping out to the right. Okay. Now we're going to rock back, turn that right toe forward, stepping in with the left foot, hold the ball with the right hand. Now we're going to go into wave hands. So we're going to step to the side, heel toe. This hand comes down, this one comes up. And step, heel toe. This one comes down, this one comes up. Then this one comes down, stepping first. This one comes across, starts coming across. And again, now we bring this foot in. This one comes down, this one comes across. side, heel, toe. This one comes down, this one comes up. Now both hands are here. Okay, now we're just gonna transition. This one comes across, this one comes down, up. And we're watching this one. I know I have my eyes closed. I do that sometimes because I just get into it a little bit more. Now, step to the side. This one comes down, this one comes up. This one comes down, this one comes up. Step into the side. I think that's 2, but like I said, I lose count. That's why I always ask you guys, what count am I on? What count am I on? All right, good. All right, so that's the first 4 movements of the 8. So now we're just going to get into the 24 for about 5 minutes or so. So the difference in the movements in the 24 between the 8 is when we're on like that clock I always talk about. So on this one, when we rock back, we turn that toe out instead of turning it in. So we turn it out, and then we bring the toe in for a T-step like we do. And then when we step out, heel, toe, because you turn that toe out on that foot prior. So you're going to want to make sure that when you step, you pivot with that back toe so your hips are in line. Because what you don't want this to be like this when you're here like this. See how my hips look here? So what you want to do, you want to make sure they're in line. So that way they're in line, your hips are in line with your foot. Because you don't want it to be turned here and you're trying to turn here and then your torso's turned. So that's the biggest difference when it comes to the Tai Chi walking. So we'll do that again. So we're going to go here, okay? So we're going to rock back. Now we're turning that toe out, and then we're coming in to a T-step. We step out, heel, toe, and as you plant, you pivot on that back foot. So you notice how my feet are the toes are almost in line, okay? We'll go in the same direction, so we're going to go back again. We're going to rock back, turn that right toe out, stepping into a T-step, and we're going to step back out on the 1, heel, toe, pivot on that back toe. We're going to rock back, turn that right toe out, stepping in with the right foot, with the left foot, and we're going to step to the left on the 11, heel, toe, pivot. Same thing, okay? Let's do it one more time. Okay, so this is Tai Chi walking forward. So I'm going to step back here so we can walk a little bit more. Okay, that way you guys can see my feet. So once again, I'm here on the 1, okay? With the right foot. Here's my clock. We're moving forward, so we're going to rock back, turn that right toe out, step in with the left foot. Now we're going to step out with the left on the 11, heel, toe. Notice how I pivot on that back foot. Okay. Both knees are bent. Okay, more on the lead foot. The back one has a slight bent, almost locked out. Now we're going to rock back, turn that left toe forward, step in with the right foot, stepping out to the right heel, toe, pivot. Now we're going to do it again. Rock back, turn that right toe forward, out, stepping in with the left foot. Now we're going to step out to the left, heel, toe, pivot on that back toe. Good. All right. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to incorporate our hands. It's just like the first movement. When we come out, we're going into Wild Horses Main. Okay. So, and it's just like the 8, but the difference now, and on the first 3 movements, we do them 3 times. So we go left, right, left. So we're going to start with the heel toe this way. Okay, we're going to rock back, turn, because we still started with that foot on the 1. We're going to rock back, turn that right toe out, stepping in with the left foot, hold the ball with the right. So if you're having trouble turning that toe out and it's not comfortable, just rock back and turn it forward just like we did on the 8, okay? So instead of going back and turning it out, you can always turn it forward because you'll still be moving the same direction we are. So if you want to, so there's another option for it, okay? So, but in this one, I'm just gonna show turning it out. Okay, now we're gonna hold the ball. Since this is our first movement, it's wild horse's mane like we were doing before. So heel, toe, pivot, always plant your feet first, spread that seat. Remember, like I told you, we do it 3 times. So we're gonna rock back, turn that toe out, that left toe out, stepping into a T-step, holding the ball, left hand on top. Now we're gonna step out to the right, heel, toe, pivot. Okay? And we're gonna do it one more time. But I'm gonna step back, okay? So now we're gonna rock back, turn that right toe out, stepping in with the left foot, hold the ball with the right hand on top. Now we're gonna step out to the left, heel, toe. Okay. So now that's 3. So now we're gonna do a transition. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna rock forward and we're gonna rock back. So I'm gonna show you this way. So we're just gonna rock forward, we're gonna rock back, we're gonna bring that left toe in, we're gonna hold the ball. Okay, so from here, rock forward, rock back, hold the ball with the right hand on top. It should be the left hand on top, yep. Left hand on top, and then from here, I'm gonna show, well, you're looking at me here, so now what you're gonna do, you're just gonna raise that right hand. Right hand comes up. Now both hands are gonna make a big circle to the left side of your body. Let them keep coming around. These are like wings. All the way to the right. Now we're gonna step out to the left, heel, toe. We're gonna do brush knee. Left hand is over the left knee and you're pushing with your right. Just like we've done on the 8. Now we're gonna rock back. We're gonna turn that left toe out. As we turn that left toe out and we step up, we're just gonna let those hands keep moving around. Just let those hands keep moving around. Now we gotta bring them back to the right because these are the wings. Heel, toe, right hand here, left hand here. And we're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna rock back, turn that right toe out, stepping in here, heel, toe. Good. All right. So those are the movements those are the first, the second and third movements for the 24. And we'll keep adding on that, we'll keep building on it. But like I said, remember the difference is between the 2 Tai Chis, when you're walking forward and you rock back, you turn the toe out on the right, to the right, or turn it out when you're doing the 24, okay? And then when you step with that lead foot, make sure you pivot on the back. Keeping those heels, keeping your hips in line. You don't want that back foot just like this, okay? So hopefully we'll see everybody next week, okay? Same time, same channel. And thank you for tuning in and have a great week. So we got into